Hello, everybody. This is Susie Berry from Serene Senses, and today I'm going to be focusing on the stomach meridian. So, just to give a little bit of background about what I do. So, I am an Eden Energy Medicine practitioner, and that means that I figure out people's energetic imbalances and use energy testing to figure out where those balances can be brought into a state of comfort so the person can have a high level of vibrancy. Now, when I first started learning Eden Energy Medicine, I was regurgitating constantly. I was under a lot of stress, and I felt kind of a bit of a dead end because the doctors were actually going to put me into surgery because they thought that there was something wrong with my esophagus. And it turns out there wasn't. It's actually fine. I used Eden Energy Medicine techniques to calm down my whole energy system, which was absolutely frazzled. And I'm really happy to be able to share some of those techniques with you today. Now, usually, if I was to have a person one to one, I would be looking at lots of different energies and each meridian to see what is particularly out of balance in each individual. But because I'm doing these classes online, I decided to do a different meridian each week. And last week I was working with your central and governing meridian. And the week before I had done your pericardium. The week before that was your spleen. And the week before that was the triple warmer. So today we're going to be working with stomach because the affirmation that goes along with stomach is I trust in the mystery of life. And I would imagine saying that out loud for most people out there watching this, they probably think it's ridiculous. And how can you possibly trust the mystery of life with what's going on? It really boggles the brain, and we have to try and see what's happening as some kind of a learning ability to grow from this, what's going on in the world. So I thought, what better way to work with this than this? Because part of the reason that I was having so many gut issues is because I had no trust. And actually, last year I had several scams put across financially that really hit me and my level of trust. And so I'm having to come back and work with these issues a little bit more. So I'm glad to be able to share what I've been working with and go through it a little bit more in depth. And because this is all stuff that I do myself on a regular basis. And thankfully I've been on the energy medicine forums today, and some other teachers have given me other tools to share with you. I want to make it very clear that I am not an Eden Energy Medicine teacher as such. There are tons of teachers out there. If you go to innersource.net, they will give very clear courses on how you can understand your own basics, going from fundamentals and how to really look after yourself. But for me, I wanted to make a course that is giving a different meridian each week, and really allow you to look at your own energetic changes and work with it yourself. Because in a time like this, you really have to become self-empowered. So I wanted to share these with you. If you want to find out any more about how to work with Eden Energy Medicine, then please contact me, and you can have a personal session either through the internet or one-to-one, face-to-face when all this is over. And thankfully, by the time this is all over, I will have used my time productively to study more so I can get better sessions. So I'm going to start off working with the start of your stomach meridian. Now, I've already washed my hands. My hands are nice and clean. If yours are not, then please go and clean them before we start, because that's basically what all the media's out there saying. Wash your hands 24/7 if you can. Because the stomach meridian starts on the cheeks, you're going to be tapping your cheeks. And so I want to make sure you're nice and healthy. So that's basically the whole point of doing this series, is to make sure you're healthy, make sure you're looking after yourself. So hygiene comes first. So the reason that I'm saying you're going to tap your cheeks is your stomach meridian starts just under your eyes. And the stomach to acupressure point is really great stimulus. And when you're feeling really ungrounded, kind of a bit floaty, not able to really pull the energy up from the earth to draw you forward, then this is a really great place to start tapping. So you're going to just bring your 3 fingers together and just smile and just tap. And take a nice deep breath. So this is one of the start of the daily energy routine that Donna even teaches, and it's really fundamental. Anytime I'm feeling a little bit unsure of myself, that is the go-to place. It's great for nausea when you're in the car. It's really good to just take your thumbs, press in, bring your fingers here, and just push as hard as you can. So if you're feeling nauseous, this can sometimes be a little bit tender, but it really helps to bring that sense of nausea back down again. And just breathe in nice and deeply. And if you were watching the spleen class, you might remember the Ujjayi breathing, or better known as the Darth Vader breathing. And that's a really good breathing technique to do when you're holding these points to stop nausea. Is you just imagine that there's a straw down the back of your throat, and you're going to breathe in through that straw and breathe out, and you want to make your breath as raspy as you can, so you really sound like Darth Vader, and just and just with your fingers here, I'd like you to just check in with your body and just see how you're feeling at right now. And the affirmation that goes along with the stomach, as I said, is I trust in the mystery of life. And if that really doesn't resonate with you at all, if you're just saying, I can't trust in anything, I can't even trust that my supermarket cashier hasn't used hand sanitizer, then I really hope that by the end of this class that you're feeling more grounded and more capable of being able to trust those around you, because it can be a really difficult time that we're going through. So really being able to trust your own beliefs and who's around you, and know that you are looked after, is really important. So I'm gonna, so a little thing that you can do if you're really blocked up, if you've got really bad sinuses, then a really great thing to do is drain out your lymphatic system all around here. And what you do is just press one finger just in at the side of your nose, and with the other you're going to press up onto your nose and just pull out and across right underneath your eye, and just gently drag. And it really helps to decrease the puffiness around your eyes, and you should be able to feel that sense of release. And just one more time. And then you can do the same on the other side, so just bringing one just next to your nose, one up onto your nose, and just press down and just gently pull along. working underneath the ridge of your eye. And you really want to put as much pressure in as possible. So I've just got a lovely little message from Helen saying that's me thumping in the face like toothache. You don't want to cause yourself pain, but actually later on in this class we are going to get along to a point that deals with toothache. So if you've got toothache, then you're in the right place. So you're just going to gently kind of tap lightly. Once you've kind of broken up all that lymphatic stuff, you're just going to gently tap from your nose just out to your ear and just allow that lymph to just drain out naturally. And that really helps with puffiness or in the face. So if you're ever giving yourself a wee facial, this is a really good place to start, just really breaking that up a lot. Okay. And then just bring your ears and just draw it around the back of your hair. And shake that all off. Right. So, next you're going to come down to just where your torso, it's where my straps are really. That is where you've got the stomach neurolymphatic points. So you're clearing out lymph here, and your neurolymphatic points send an ability to allow your lymph to drain out more clearly. It's not directly on lymph nodes, so if you've got cancer or something, don't worry about it. This is not going to affect it directly. It will help to shift your lymph along so that it drains out your body as it should do, but you're not working directly. Now we're going to work just along here. So if you come to just across from where your torso and your arm meet, you're going to press in and just massage that point. Now you might find that it's quite sore. It's sadly what I know about the neurolymphatic points is the sorer it is, the more that you need to work them. And so usually I do them little and often, these points across here, or they're great to do it in the shower with a bit of hair gel. You can stretch them apart and just allow that to flow a bit better. Just work right across your collarbone. Oh, it's quite tender at the collarbone point. Okay, and then just come into the other side. Just work from the corner of your collarbone just out to where your arm matches your torso. Okay, I'm just stretching that out. Now you might feel that point is actually really, really sore to work, and if it is, then you can tap it, or you can take one of these little crystals and just work in the auric field, and that will help to clear it out a bit more. But really, when it comes to your neurolymphatics, I know a lot of people that study energy medicine just miss them out because they're sore. But generally, if they're sore, then you need them. So it's best to get it out of the way and dealt with. So the other point that you need is right where your bra line would be. So on your left-hand side, you've got the stomach meridian. On the right-hand side, you've got the liver. So I'm not wearing bra just now. I pretty much never do. But if you are, come up and under, and you're going to rub where your bra line would be. If you're a man, so you're going to work 3 inches below your nipples and just right across and rub that as hard as you possibly can. And again, you might find it sore, and if it is, then just little and often. You might want to give it a good tap Just working your way right round and under. So just take a moment, just check in how you're feeling now, if things have shifted in your body. It's really good every so often while we're doing these classes just to see how you're feeling at the start, how you're feeling every few minutes after doing each exercise. Because if I was to work with a person one-to-one, then I would be doing kinesiology testing to figure out what those imbalances are and whether or not it was shifted. Because I'm not there with you, I can't do that. So just check in, do a gentle body scan, see if anything shifted. If it has, great. If not, hopefully the next thing that I'm teaching you will. So we'll see how you feel. Right, so now we're going to go on to the 3 mile point. So the 3 mile point is it's called that basically because there was an army in China that basically had 3 more miles to go to get back to camp, and they were absolutely worn out, and their leader all told them to massage this point before they moved off. So that is why it's called this. It's known as stomach 36. And so it's kind of a little bit tricky to find. So I'm going to bring my knee up so I can show you. So what you're going to do, you've got your side of your knee. So just below where your knee bone is, so I've got my kind of knobbly bit in my knee here. You're going to put your fingers there, and just where your pinky lies, that is your stomach 36 point, just there. So just going to work right where your pinky is. Now again, you might find that this is a little bit sore. Okay, mine is definitely sore. So you're going to work in and press in there, give it a good rub. So you can just massage it. You can stretch out the point, give it a tap, or you can draw little figure of eights over the top of it. And these all help to stimulate that stomach meridian to allow you to go on that little bit further. And just gently trust in the mystery of life. So really giving it a good rub. So your stomach meridian, it comes, its stomach meridian goes all the way from your cheeks right down through your legs and off your second toe. So sometimes it gets clogged in around your knees, and that's why it's really good to massage in at this point. Then again, if it's really sore, then you can always use one of these little cut glass crystals and just work with it on the auric field, and just kind of use that. Basically, the little cut glass, what they do is they send light into the auric field around that point, and it kind of triggers off the energy to flow a little bit better. So I'm just going to use that gently there for a little minute before flipping over to the other one. So for the other side, so you're just going to show you right this way. So you're going to take your finger onto the little bony bit of your knee, and then put your fourth finger, and then it'll be right where your pinky finger lies. And that's where you're going to massage. And you might find that one side is a lot sorer than the other. Interestingly, my right is more sore than my left. I'm just going to massage here as hard as you can without really causing yourself pain as such. You don't want it to be sore. You just want to make sure that the energy is flowing through there. So you want to break up any muscle stiffness that's there. And then you can just use a little crystal if you've got one to hand. Now, if you are au fait with crystals, you can always use a different crystal. I'm just using this little cut glass because it's to hand. Now I'm wearing don't know if you can see very well. It doesn't show up that well on the video, but I'm wearing bright yellow because yellow is the color of the stomach meridian. It helps to balance out your stomach. So if you want to, you can always, rather than using a little cut glass, you could use a yellow crystal. If you're finding that you're really drained and you need an extra boost, you could always take a little yellow crystal of your choice and tape it over that point and sleep with it at night time if you feel that helps you. If you do that, I would really love to get some feedback, and if anybody finds out it's really helpful for them, that would be really interesting. I've slept with crystals a few times now, and then always wake up with crystals randomly about the bed, but feeling great. So, right. So the points that I was holding earlier, just at your cheeks. Now these are, so you've got stomach neurovascular points right in the center of your head, and Donna lovingly calls them "oh my god" points. So you can just hold here, and right at the back of your head, you've got your triple warmer points. So you are drawing energy forth from your triple warmer, which usually when you're stressed out, all the blood runs to the back of your head. And so by holding here, you're just reminding your front brain that, oh, I need that blood again. Can you give me it back? So gently just allowing that to bring forth. So it can be really nice actually to just lie back and just hold these when you're doing meditation. If you want to join in the meditation later, then you can always just hold these points and just prop your hands up with some pillows and just lie back like that. And yeah, you can just remind yourself of that affirmation: I trust in the mystery of life. And if that really doesn't resonate with you just now, you can always hold here and think about why, and then just think about all the things that you have to be grateful for just now, and just acknowledge that you can trust that you've been lucky so far because you're still alive, you're still here watching. So yeah, you can trust that you're here for some reason. So the other thing you can do if you want to while you're meditating is so holding on to these points that I had earlier, you're going to come straight up from your eyes right to the center. This feels really strange doing it on the camera. So doesn't feel centered at all. There we go. And bring your thumbs to your cheeks. So you want them to be nice and equal. You can just put your whole palms flat on your forehead, like so. It doesn't show that well, but basically you're going to bring, or you can always do like so. So whatever is most comfy for you, you can always kind of have 2 and 2, or like so. Yeah, I think that's pretty comfy for me. So basically what this does, stimulating your stomach meridian, your gums are related to your stomach meridian. So sometimes just holding here for a little while can be really helpful to just ease that gum pain. Now, when I've had clients, I've spent a long time just holding these points alone and talking through anxiety, because your stomach is related to anxiety and worry. And obviously when you're worried and anxious, you can't trust in the mystery of life because you're not grounded in the present moment. You're worried about, oh, should I have done that, and what do I have to do tomorrow? So really taking stock of what you have right now and really appreciating the present moment is really important. So you can hold these points for anything up to 20 minutes. If you practice Reiki at all, then these are pretty much master points for me when I'm holding Reiki. I mean, at first when I first started practicing, I thought, oh goodness, this person's probably going to think that I'm not doing very much because I'm barely moving and I'm just talking holding these points, but the shifts that you can really feel if you take the time to really acknowledge what's going on, it can be really, really powerful. And particularly if you're thinking of the color yellow, just moving through and just using yellow light from your hands. So just take a moment just now. I'm going to get you to do that Ujjayi breathing again, but this time you can imagine yellow light coming from your hands. So as you're breathing in, you can imagine yellow golden light going from your second toe right up the whole front of your body, coming into your hands and going into your cheeks. And then as you breathe out, moving it from your cheeks down to your feet. Just breathing in. Yes. So I just got a little message from Richard asking if it stops you from chewing cheeks. Generally, chewing your cheeks is a sign of anxiety, so working with this meridian should bring down your anxiety levels and therefore hopefully stop you from chewing your cheeks. So again, it's really good to try and smile when you're doing this. So smiling stops you from chewing your cheeks as well. So really take a moment to just be grateful for where you're at and just trusting the mystery of life. Okay, so from there, we are going to go on to flushing your meridian. Basically, as I was saying, the stomach meridian naturally starts at your toes and goes right up to your cheeks. What you do when you flush your meridian is like you're going backwards on that pathway to take out any stale, stuck energy that you don't want in there in order to then replenish it with nice new energy. So I'm gonna get up on my feet so we can do this together. Okay, so you're gonna just rub your hands together and just build up a lot of static. And shake them off. Okay. And you're just going to tap your cheeks again. And from your cheeks, you're going to come down to your cheekbone, round the sides of your face, up to your hairline, and then straight down through your eyes, over your torso, straight down your leg, and you're going to come off your second toe. Give that a nice good squeeze. Okay. So this time we're going to just tap in at your second toe before we start, and then just straight on up. Hairline, back to the jaw, and back to your cheek. Okay, you're going to do that a couple of times. This time, if you want to, you can just imagine building up that golden light within your hands, and just pull your hands apart a little bit. Just imagine that golden energy building up in your hands. And then just bringing your hands down to your second toe, just pulling that golden light right up over your legs. Right up to your hairline, down to your jaw, and back to your cheek. Really good. One more time. Just building that golden light in your hands. If you know Reiki, you can fill your hands up with that Reiki energy. Bring it down to your toes, pulling that up. The top of your head, down to your jaw, and tucking into your cheeks once more. Okay. So the next point, I'm going to be working it up. I'm going to keep my chair back here a little bit so that you can see my whole body and my feet, because I'm just going to cross my feet. So what you're going to be working with now is the stomach source point. So this point here actually gives a nice shot of energy straight to the organ rather than the meridian pathway itself. So you might find this is super tender. I find usually when people are anxious at all, working with this point can be quite sore. So I'll usually get them to work on it themselves. There have been times when I've pressed in and just gone, ah! So if that's the case with you, then kind of work with it gently, or choose an essential oil that's really helpful. What I found works really well with the stomach meridian is vetiver oil. Vetiver is a really grounding essential oil. So if you've got that at home, you can mix it in with some kind of base, either coconut or almond, and put it directly on this point, and it's really, really helpful to bring in a sense of calm and sense of awareness. So basically you're going to go from your big toe, work up in between the metatarsals of your foot, and just where it comes to the point where the two connect, just in there, you've got your stomach source point, and you're going to massage that. And hopefully, Helen, after doing that meridian flushing, your sinuses will be a little bit cleared off. Stomach is one of the meridians that affect your sinuses. The other meridian that affects sinuses is your bladder, because it starts right up here. So if this isn't helping, then possibly watching one of the bladder videos that I've got on my blog page at serenesense.co.uk, that might be a little bit more helpful for you if this isn't doing the trick. So, okay. And you can just come across onto your other foot now. So, and you're just going to work your way up, just opening up the gates between your second and your first toe. Oh, that's mighty tender on me. So, like I was saying, everybody is currently dealing with the whole trust issues of how can I trust that I'm going to be able to pay my mortgage next month, to the simple trust issue of how am I going to get Zoom to work for my salsa class tomorrow. We are learning so much, and there's so much going on, that really trust is a big mover, and it's really important to work with. So hopefully you can develop your trust a little bit more in meditation. I'm going to start that at 8 o'clock. I'm just going to take this point, so again you can just pull it apart. It's really good as well just to work on your gate. So like I said, the stomach meridian, it ends on your second toe, so just working down in between your metatarsals, making sure that energy has a really good pathway to flow down, really grounding yourself in. When your stomach meridian isn't working that well, it can really take its toll. So you can always bring your fingers in between your toes, give them a good shake, really allow that energy to flow freely through your feet. can always take a little crystal again and just curl it just next to your toe. I'm just going to do the same on the other side. So just putting my fingers between my toes and just opening up those gates. I know a lot of people really don't like feet. They can't work with feet, but if your energy is not flowing in your feet, then you can't really find yourself being able to trust the earth that you walk in. So you're going to make sure that you really want to connect in with Gaia. Really, if you can, taking walks about in the park. I was really lucky to be able to walk next to the Clydeside Canal yesterday, and just to be able to walk a bit barefoot for a little while was really lovely. So I was teaching the spleen. Spleen is all about nourishing your body with love. So I'm gonna do this little hookup, connecting your spleen and your stomach, and showing you how you would do that. So your spleen 4. So last time I was teaching you spleen 3 is on the bunion. Spleen 4 is just a little bit up from that, just here. And you're going to hold that. You're going to hold it together with stomach 40. So kind of maybe a little bit hard to show. So basically, you're going to go halfway up your leg on the outside. So one of the easiest ways to find it is if you can put. It's really tricky. So if you put both of your hands next to each other, it's the point where your pinky and your thumb join, right there, right in the center. I found when I worked on it, it was a little bit tender. So you're going to hold here together with spleen 4, like so. So I'm going to move my chair a little bit back so you can see that a bit better. So spleen 4 on your foot, just a little bit up from the bunion point, and stomach 40 right in the middle line of your leg. So you're going to hold here. And basically what this does is allows an energetic connection between your spleen and your stomach. So if you can remember, your spleen also deals with worries, and holding these together allows you to transform those worries into joy. Because most of us have this feeling of, I can't nourish my body with love because I can't trust what's going on. I need to do X, Y, Z because it's not safe. I can't look after myself because if I don't work, I might not be able to put the bread on the table and so on and so forth. And this just like helps us to remind ourselves that actually we can let go of all that. Okay, sorry, Richard. I'll pull this back a little bit so you can see my foot a little bit better. So you're going to hold just here on your foot, so just above where your bunion would be. You're going to hold in there, and on your leg, you're going to hold right down the center, right in the middle. So if you had both of your hands like so, just where your thumbs would join, that's where you're going to hold. So there and there. Hopefully that's good for you. So while you're holding these 2 points, you can repeat to yourself, I nourish my body with love because I can trust in the mystery of life. And just really think about what that means for you just now. It can be really difficult to be trusting in the mystery of life just now with everything that's going on. But for myself, I've just decided to do a daily workout. I've started to try learning a bit of Japanese, and just doing even energy medicine for myself on a daily basis as well. It's for me, it's my way of nourishing my body with love. So just do whatever that means for you, because we are never going to get a chance probably like this again for us to look after ourselves. If you are a key worker and you've been looking after everybody else, thank you so much. I am super, super grateful. I'm almost definitely going to be doing some kind of deal for key workers when this is all over, when I can actually touch everybody again. Key workers will definitely be getting some kind of discount rate for massages or whatever treatments you need, because I want to be able to give back. And I've been feeling maybe a little bit down, not being able to really do my work to the best of my ability, but being able to support people in this way is interesting. So yeah, just really thinking about how best you can nourish your body with love in this kind of unknown time. But unknown doesn't necessarily have to mean bad. So while you're holding here, you might find um, a sense of tingling in your fingers after a little while. You might want to focus on that golden color or the yellow coming in through your hands. So I have um, Reiki master teacher lineage as well, and so if you've got Reiki, you can imagine connecting these points up with Reiki as well. Imagine your hands being filled up with light. Um, yeah, so it can be really helpful just to have that double feeling, knowing exactly what you're doing. Right. Okay. Okay. I think probably what I will be once I'm finished doing the whole course and done all the meridians, I will probably be editing them all and making sure that it has a little blog coming with it, so that you can see diagrams of exactly where to hold the points and so on if it's difficult. So I think that's been enough time on that side. Right, I'm going to cross over. So again, you're going to bring two hands to either side. Just where your thumbs join, that's where you're going to put your, that's where you're going to massage. That is your stomach 40 point. And your spleen 4, so you're going to go from your thumb, from your big toe across your bunion, and it's just a little bit up from that. I'm just going to hold here. Actually, I felt more comfortable doing it crossed. You might find that you're more comfy doing it crossed or straight. It's absolutely up to you. But for me, when I'm working and trying to cross over energies as much in the body as possible, because your right side of the brain governs the left side of your body and vice versa. So when you're working energetically, trying to cross the energies over is really powerful. And so that's why I've been talking about um, drawing things with little figures of eights. You can always massage these points with little figures of eights, or you can use little crystals to move them figures of eights as well. So this can be just a really powerful way of working with your spleen and stomach energies together, and bringing down your anxiety. Um, Just imagine bringing in that golden light into your leg and your foot. And I can start to feel tingling in my fingers already. Just allowing that spleen and stomach to connect and talk to one another energetically. So I think I've done everything in my list now. So basically, just to recap what we're going to work with. So we've gone from top to bottom. Let me just make sure. Yeah. So so we've gone from top to bottom. I'm going to go from bottom to top. So basically we started off just your stomach meridian starts on your second toe, making sure that you massage just in where the metatarsals join. That's your source point for your stomach in there. And then working your way up, you have your stomach 40, middle of your leg. You can give that a good massage. And then stomach 36, it's 4 fingers down from your knee, just working in there. And your stomach meridian goes from there right up the side of your front of your body, and you're going to massage right in underneath your breastbone, where your bra line would be if you're a woman, where your pec would end if you're a man. And then just coming straight on up, you've got some stomach points just on the jaw. So I'm going to hold here for a little while. So yeah, I thought I'd done everything, but I hadn't actually touched on these. So these are actually really powerful points as well. When you're doing meditation, you might want to hold here or here or here. Either way is absolutely fine. I personally find that these points can be really, really helpful to massage. So we're gonna just work massaging again. If you've not cleaned your hands, please do that before touching your face and so on. But just massaging and around the jaw helps with the jaw, but also helps with the stomach meridian. So you're going to come to your chin and just push in and just bring one finger out to the side and just draw the other one up to it. You're just gently dragging that skin right up to your ear and then just pulling it down your neck. I'm just going to do that a couple of times. Okay, and then the same on the other side, just pushing in and just pulling up. So you're just allowing for a little bit of myofascial release around the jaws. Okay. And then just holding here. So here on your temples, you've got to the start of the triple warmer meridian. And here you've got some stomach points. So they're actually the stomach neurovasculars. So when you're holding these, you're just reminding your whole system that you are currently safe. Your inner warrior has been doing its job well because you're here now, you're capable of watching a Facebook Live video. And because of that, you can trust in the mystery of life. So it can be really nice to just hold here for a little while and just relax, because we are constantly using our jaw to talk, to make emotional faces and so on. So just really take a moment to thank our jaw. So you can always just bring your hands to your face. And if you want to, you can do that Ujjayi breathing, or you can bring your thumbs there. Okay, so during the meditation at 8 o'clock, you've now got 3 different options where to hold. So you can either hold onto here, or onto here, whichever is most comfy for you. I'm going to work down the other side of the body just to recap and finish off. So I'm going to start off tapping your cheeks. Always make sure that you smile and you tap your cheeks and just affirm to yourself, I trust in the mystery. And then from your cheeks, you can come down to your jawbone, give that a nice massage, just making sure that you go up and out. Making sure that you massage your lymphatic points just underneath your collarbone, near where your arm and torso connect. Massaging just underneath your pecs. coming down to your stomach 36 point, just 4 fingers below the knee, just in here. And then down to the stomach 40 points, a few inches below that, right in the center of your leg. Then down to your stomach source point, where the metatarsals join, and off your second toe. Okay, I think that's it for your stomach meridian. If you want to find anything more about how to work with your stomach meridian, how to use energy medicine to help balance you, then please get in touch. I am a Reiki master as well, and a transformative meditation therapist. So at 8 o'clock, I will be delivering meditation. I hope you join in. I will be collating all these videos and making it into a course over the next 7 weeks or so. And yeah, please share this and subscribe on YouTube. All right, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.